Hi, welcome to Inside Censhare. I'm Ian Truscott, VP of Global Marketing. In this video series, I'm going to introduce you to a number of my colleagues, our clients, our partners, so you can get a taste of who we are here at Censhare and what we do and how we can help. Please enjoy this episode. Welcome to Inside Censhare. I'm Ian Truscott, VP of Marketing here. Today again, I'm joined by Dagmar Schneider, who's sharing with us some of our experience of our clients and some of the business problems that we solve. Previously, we've talked about publishers and where we started. We then looked at digital asset management, which is a natural evolution of what we were doing for those big publishers, and we talked about brand content. Where next did we go? I understand that we then were looking at language and multi-channel and multi-language content that we were publishing.
Yes.
Perhaps talk a little bit about that.
At some point in our past, it was the time when the production agency for BMW looked for a system. They were on the market, they were looking for a system. We didn't even know about that.
Right.
But for whatever reason, they heard of us.
Yeah.
So they approached us and said, would you be able to produce BMW catalogs in 37 languages with regional variants, with localization and everything that's entailed? And we said, we didn't know what else to say, but in the end we got the contract, and the reason for that was that we already had a flat plan in the system. That was one of the major features, and we were already able to cope with regional variants.
Right.
We were thinking of newspapers and magazines with regional content, but they just said, okay, let's use that feature for our different country editions of one and the same marketing material.
Right.
That's where we started.
And being European, obviously, we're here in Munich.
Yes, headquarters.
Being multi-language is part of our DNA.
Yes.
So that's baked right in the centre of the product, right?
It was.
Yeah.
Luckily it was. And so it was just for us to create an environment and a user experience around it, because the essential features were already there.
Right.
And BMW did go these steps with us. It was a development project. It wasn't easy, but they did go these steps. They decided that we were the right partners for that.
Right. And I understand with BMW as well, it's not just about putting the content in the language of the local market. The models are different and the pictures are different.
Yes.
It's all very different.
Yes. The very obvious part is, you should know about that. The UK as
left hand right.
the other left or the other right. So that alone gives you complete different dashboards for the cars and so on, and all of that has to be produced. And at the same time, you want to have a one line throughout the marketing material, and that includes countries like the UK, South Africa, Australia, and so on, where you have these differences in the imagery.
Right, and isn't there some legislation about the images you're allowed to show in certain countries?
Yes, that is. There is a digital rights management connected to it. There are certain other very, how do you say that? Very strict rules for countries like Italy, for example, where you are only allowed to do certain accessories, only show certain accessories, accessory packages, so to speak, as one example.
That's great. I mean, it's a very sophisticated problem that we're solving there with the digital asset management, so thank you very much for sharing that, Dagmar.
You're welcome.
It's good to hear about BMW that I'm sure you've heard of. If you stay with me, Dagmar, in the next episode we'll talk some more about some of our other clients. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.